If your hair color hasn't changed since your 40s, it might be saying something about you that you never intended. It could be making you look tired, harsh, or older than you actually feel inside. I know the feeling. One day you catch a glimpse of yourself in a store window or in a photo and you think, why does this hair suddenly feel wrong? It's not just about going gray or covering gray. It's about choosing hair colors that actually enhance who you are now, not who you used to be. Because here's the truth. Most stylists don't tell you. Some hair colors that worked beautifully at 40 or even 50 can completely drain your face at 60. Not because you're older, but because your skin tone, your energy, and your light have evolved. This isn't about rules. It's about refinement. It's about stepping into the next version of your beauty with intention. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 hair colors that often backfire on women over 60, and more importantly, what to choose instead to look radiant, natural, and elegant. Let's talk about what your hair is really saying about you and how to make it speak with grace. The truth is, your hair doesn't age alone. It ages with you. As we move past 60, our skin becomes lighter, more translucent. The warmth or rosiness we once had in our cheeks begins to fade, and that affects how color interacts with our face, especially hair color. When you were younger, deep brunettes or bright blondes may have looked stunning, but with time, those same shades can suddenly seem too harsh or oddly flat. That's because the contrast between your hair and your skin isn't the same anymore. It's not that these colors are wrong. It's that they no longer match your natural palette. And when color fights with your face, it steals your glow. Here's another important reason. Hair color becomes tricky after 60. Texture and thickness. Hair tends to become more porous, finer, and drier with age. That means certain dyes absorb differently, fade faster, or shift into unwanted tones like brassy orange or muddy gray. So, what used to be a simple box dye job might now require a more thoughtful approach. One that takes into account your undertone, your lifestyle, and most of all, your personal style. Because your hair color shouldn't just cover age. It should celebrate the season you're in. And when it's done right, it lights up your face like a soft spotlight. Let's start with one of the most emotionally charged colors, jet black. For many women, black hair is connected to identity, strength, and youth. And holding on to it feels like holding on to control. But here's what no one tells you. After 60, jet black often works against you. It creates a harsh contrast against aging skin. Instead of softening and illuminating your face, it can cast shadows that highlight fine lines, dullness, and uneven texture. It also amplifies something few talk about, regrowth stress. With black dye, the line between your natural gray and dyed hair is sharp. Which means frequent touch-ups and a never-ending cycle of upkeep. But the solution isn't to suddenly go gray if you're not ready. Instead, consider softening the black with rich espresso browns, deep chocolate, or even adding low lights to break up the density. These shades still honor your depth, but they bring warmth, dimension, and a more natural harmony with your skin. Stylists trained in mature color blending can help you gently shift away from stark black without feeling like you've given up your identity. Remember, letting go of jet black isn't letting go of power. It's choosing a version of yourself that's more refined, more radiant, and completely aligned with the woman you are now. Hair color 2, overly cool ash blondes or grays. Ashy tones are everywhere these days, platinum blondes, silver grays, icy whites. And it makes sense. These shades are trendy, they look polished, and they feel like a bold move toward embracing aging. But here's what happens when women over 60 go too cool with their hair color, especially in blonde or gray tones. It can wash out your natural warmth. Instead of brightening your face, it actually fades it. As we age, we tend to lose pigment not just in our hair, but in our skin and lips, too. So when your hair is a cold, steely ash and your skin has already softened in color, the total effect can feel ghostly. Instead of looking elegant, it can make you look tired, cold, or unwell. The fix isn't to swing all the way to golden, but to find a middle ground. Think champagne blondes, creamy silvers, or beige blondes. These still feel modern, but they bring life back to your complexion. If you've gone fully gray, toners can help. A slight violet or beige glaze can remove yellow tones but still keep the gray from feeling too stark. The goal is never to look fake. The goal is to look fresh. You want your hair to enhance your features, not drain them. Color should never overpower your face. It should support it like good lighting in a beautiful room. And overly cool tones often cast shadows where you need brightness the most. Now, let's talk about a different kind of problem: too much warmth. You've probably seen it or maybe experienced it yourself. You try to bring warmth into your hair, but it turns into a dull brass or, worse, a harsh orange glow. This usually happens when we try to hold on to once vibrant reds, golden browns, or even warm blondes without adjusting for age and skin tone. The result: a hair color that competes with your complexion and can actually make your skin appear more sallow or ruddy. Here's why it happens. As hair becomes more porous with age, it absorbs and holds onto red and orange tones much more easily. Even a warm brown can oxidize and turn brassy over time, especially with sun exposure, heat styling, or low-quality dye. So, while warmth can be beautiful, too much of the wrong kind can age you instead of enhance you. So, what works better? Try neutral to soft warm tones like light caramel, golden chestnut, mushroom brown, or even soft cinnamon if you love red. These colors give richness without the rust. The key here is balance. You want warmth that flatters, not warmth that overwhelms. A good colorist can blend cool and warm tones to create natural dimension and prevent the dreaded brass. Your hair should feel like a soft complement to your skin, not a distraction from it. And if your color starts looking more sun-faded copper pot than golden elegance, it's time to reassess. Let's talk about bold color choices like vibrant reds, purples, blues, or fiery coppers. These shades are often used to make a statement, to push back against the idea that women over 60 have to fade into the background. And while there's nothing wrong with color expression, it's important to ask, is this color bringing attention to your beauty, or is it creating distraction from your elegance? The challenge with unnaturally bright hair after 60 is that it often clashes with the softness of mature features. Instead of elevating your look, it can compete with your eyes, your skin, and even your clothing. In many cases, it draws the gaze to the hair itself, not to you. And here's something deeper. Sometimes these colors stem from a fear of becoming invisible. But boldness doesn't have to mean loud. True beauty at this age whispers confidently. So, what's a more flattering path? Try dusty rose, muted auburn, deep plum with brown undertones, or soft burgundy. These shades give you personality, but they still honor the maturity of your face and the depth of your story. There's a big difference between being seen and being centered. The right color will make people notice your eyes, your smile, your energy, not just your hair. You don't have to go bright to stay bold. In fact, the most magnetic women I know over 60, they've learned to make an impact through intention, not intensity. Let's talk about a color that seems safe, easy, and natural, but often does more harm than good: flat, one-dimensional brown. It's common because it's simple. A box dye brown from the drugstore feels like the no-fuss solution. But here's the problem. Flat color ages the face. It absorbs light instead of reflecting it, making your skin appear dull and your features look tired. Mature faces need dimension. That doesn't mean dramatic highlights. It means gentle, subtle shifts in tone that bring softness and movement to the hair. If you're using box dye, consider this. It's formulated to coat the hair with one flat color. But professional color done right can create a blend of tones that mimic the way natural hair changes in the sun. You don't have to go blonde or gray to look radiant. Even staying a brunette is beautiful, as long as your hair has light, shadow, and depth. So, if your color feels like a flat wall instead of a softly lit room, it might be time to add a little nuance. Because elegance at this stage of life is rarely found in extremes. It lives in layers. By now, you've seen the colors that often stop working after 60. But what actually does work? The answer is not a trend. It's a formula of self-awareness and subtle strategy. Step 1. Know your undertone. Start with the most important factor, your skin's undertone. Women with cool undertones look best in icy blondes, soft ash browns, or silvery grays with violet glaze. Women with warm undertones glow in golden tones like honey blonde, coppery brown, or creamy beige. And if you're neutral, lucky you. You can often wear both, as long as the intensity is soft. Still not sure? A good stylist trained in color theory can help you figure it out in minutes. And once you know it, every color choice becomes easier. Step 2. Match color intensity to skin clarity. As we age, our skin loses clarity. That bright glow we once had in our 30s and 40s becomes softer, more diffused. So, hair color has to adjust, too. The rule: if your skin softens, your hair should soften with it. For example, if your skin is lightening with age, go a few shades lighter with your hair. If your skin is deeper or olive-toned, opt for warm chocolates or soft espresso tones that bring out richness, not harsh contrast. Step 3. Respect your natural coloring, but don't be ruled by it. Many women feel tied to the hair color they've always had, dark brown, red, even black, because it feels like part of their identity. But here's the key truth: you can still honor your natural color while evolving it for who you are now. Keeping your base but adding dimension like low lights, subtle bleach, or tone-on-tone shades gives a more modern and flattering effect. Flat, one-tone hair often looks dated, but a multi-dimensional version of your natural color, that's timeless. Step 4. Work with a stylist who understands mature hair. Not all stylists are trained to color mature hair well. You want someone who understands how porosity, texture, and regrowth change with age. Ask your stylist for a low-maintenance plan that includes toners, glosses, or soft grow-out techniques like root melting or shadow roots. These little techniques extend your color life and reduce maintenance stress. Here's one more layer to think about: how your hair color works with your personal style. If you love soft neutrals, your hair should echo that softness. If you wear bold lipstick, maybe your hair can handle a richer tone. And don't forget the role of lighting. What looks good under salon lights might look completely different in natural light or on Zoom calls. Choosing the right hair color after 60 isn't about following trends or clinging to the past. It's about choosing what reflects your energy, your essence, and your elegance today. Still not sure what direction to take? Here are 2 bonus hair colors mature women often don't consider but should. These shades are sophisticated, flattering, and quietly bold without being overpowering. Bonus color 1. Rose Gold Brunette. Rose gold isn't just for millennials. When blended into a soft brunette base, rose gold reflects light beautifully on mature skin, especially if you have neutral or cool undertones. It's not about looking trendy. It's about bringing a touch of warmth, femininity, and artistry to your hair, and it works especially well for those who wear soft pinks, creams, or dusty colors in their wardrobe. Bonus color 2, Soft Mushroom Blonde. If platinum blonde feels too cold and golden blonde feels too brassy, try mushroom blonde. It's a cool, neutral shade that mixes soft ash, beige, and brown into a truly modern blend. Mushroom blonde works beautifully on women with cool or neutral undertones, and it's forgiving with regrowth. Plus, it pairs perfectly with silver jewelry, soft grays, and elegant neutrals. At this stage of life, the best hair color isn't the one that hides age. It's the one that reveals radiance, that reflects light back into your eyes, that tells the world, I'm not trying to look younger. I'm just showing up fully, exactly as I am. Choosing the right color is only the beginning. To keep your hair radiant, healthy, and full of life after 60, you also need to know how to care for that color, because mature hair needs a different kind of love. 1. Be gentle with cleansing. As we age, hair naturally becomes drier, finer, and more porous. That means it holds on to color differently and fades faster. The first step: switch to a sulfate-free shampoo designed for color-treated or aging hair. Sulfates strip away both dye and natural oils, leaving hair brittle and dull. You don't need to wash every day. In fact, 2 to 3 times a week is usually enough to preserve color and retain natural oils. 2. Deep condition weekly. Color looks best on hydrated hair. A weekly deep conditioning mask helps replenish lost moisture and keeps hair soft, shiny, and more resistant to fading or breakage. Look for ingredients like argan oil, keratin, and shea butter. These penetrate the hair shaft and restore what age and color treatments can take away. 3. Use toning products to maintain brightness. If your hair tends to turn brassy or your grays go yellowish, a toning shampoo can work wonders. Purple or blue shampoos neutralize unwanted warmth in blonde, gray, or silver hair, but don't overuse them. Once a week is enough. Glossing treatments or at-home glazes are also great for restoring shine and toning color without adding damage or needing a full salon visit. 4. Protect from heat and sun exposure. Color fades faster when exposed to heat from both your styling tools and the sun. Always use a heat protectant before blow-drying, curling, or flat ironing. And when you're outside, a hat or scarf is more than stylish, it's protective. 5. Keep ends trimmed and tidy. No matter how perfect the color, ragged ends will dull the whole look. Regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks keep your hair looking fresh, polished, and elegant. And for thinning hair, a layered or slightly shorter cut can add volume and movement. 6. Nourish from the inside out. Healthy hair color doesn't just come from the bottle, it comes from within. Stay hydrated, eat healthy fats and proteins, and consider supplements like biotin, omega-3s, and collagen peptides, with your doctor's guidance, of course. You've earned every strand of wisdom in your hair. Color, when chosen and cared for with intention, becomes a mirror not of youth, but of vitality, elegance, and self-respect. Don't settle for just covering your hair. Nourish it, refine it. Let it reflect the glow you carry within. You've just discovered the 5 hair colors that often stop working after 60 and why they tend to take more than they give. Jet black, too harsh and aging. Overly cool ash, washes out natural warmth. Brassy warm tones, make skin look ruddy or tired. Bright unnatural colors, overpower the face. Flat one-dimensional browns, drain depth and light. Each of these better choices brings back what flat or extreme colors take away. Balance, softness, harmony, and grace. After 60, beauty isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing it wisely. And choosing the right hair color isn't about looking younger. It's about looking alive, lit from within. So, here's your next step: reassess your color. Rethink your reflection. And if you're not sure what direction to go, ask yourself, does this color support the softness of my face or compete with it? If this video resonated with you, I invite you to give it a like. It helps others discover this content, too. Subscribe for more inspiration on aging beautifully, dressing with purpose, and embracing your next chapter with elegance. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 5 colors have you tried?